What up? It's your boy, Just King ZA. Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. We back like we never left. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna be continuing on our content. You know what I'm saying? Got disturbed a little bit. Haven't been dropping in a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's like 1.5 months or 2 months that I haven't been dropping. But fear not, man. Yeah, we're back. We're back. So today we're gonna be talking about what's been happening with South Africa and Ukraine. Um, Visa-free travel, which is on the rocks, which is on the discussion. Everyone is talking about it, and I just thought that I should do a video. So yeah, man, South Africa, DA and ANC are going at it. Leon Schreiber saying that Ukrainians must come here as refugees. They must be able to come to South Africa visa free, and then Ngapa, the ANC saying, nope, we're not going to sign such a deal. There's Mbalula saying Cyril Ramaphosa said that, but Cyril Ramaphosa hasn't come out to say anything. So yeah, man, let's discuss that. Very interesting situation. Africans are coming in saying that if you're going to allow this country to be able to come here, what about your fellow African brothers? You know what I'm saying? It's a big discussion. Everything that's happening in South Africa right now is under a microscope. So yeah, man. So before we get into it, don't forget the drill, man. Don't forget the drill. We need subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's get the channel to over 1,000 subscribers. Let's move this channel all the way to 2,000 subscribers. Let's have a big base whereby we can really push content and organize interviews with some people, and in a studio, proper studio, or even here on my phone, we can just sit down and just make I can also do some conversations, but I will definitely need subscribers. Subscribe. We need to grow, guys. But we are gonna grow as long as you click that subscribe button. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. Well, Ukraine, as you know, has been going through it with Russia. They've been at war for the longest time. I believe it's maybe 2 years now. Yeah, man, bombs and destruction. People are in danger that side. It's war. War is not a beautiful thing. It's not a beautiful sight. It's not a beautiful sight. It's not a beautiful thing. And but all of a sudden, Leon Schreiber. Here's the thing. Leon Schreiber has been talking about a lot of things, and he's been talking about bringing foreigners in South Africa. But I asked myself, what foreigners is he talking about? Is he talking about black people, or who is he talking about? So the more it looks like he's talking about white foreigners. Crazy enough, do you understand? He's talking about white foreigners because he's out here. He said he wants to bring, I don't know how many thousands of foreigners, 20,000, 15,000 professionals, diplomats, whatever. I don't know what he say. Professionals, qualified, highly skilled people from overseas. Do you understand? That was his first thing that he talked about the moment he got into office. That's what he was talking about. He was talking about the fact that he wanted to do that before he even went to the deportation issue. The deportation issue is issue number 2 for him. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, who was he talking about? Who was he talking about? Is he talking about people from Africa? Is he talking about other Africans out there? Because for us, we might think that all white people are doing well. No, not all white people are doing well. People are unemployed. People are, what I'm saying? Some people are trying to come to South Africa. Do you understand? They're trying to come to South Africa and all that. And for some reason, I feel like this guy wants to deal with that, He wants to deal with that. But then if we're doing that, we really have to ask ourselves, it's going to get to a point where we have to see if are we hypocrites or not. We have to make sure that, are we hypocrites or are we not hypocrites uh, when it comes to the selection between the whites and the Africans? Do you understand? So before we get into it, we have to now look at Africa. Who are the refugees in Africa? Who are the people in Africa who are experiencing a war? You know what I'm saying? So if we look at it, it's is it Ethiopia or Somalia? One between those countries. But I know there's distress in those countries in general. The Horn of Africa, there's a lot of distress. You know what I'm saying? So those are the refugees between Ethiopia and Somalia. One of them, I'm not sure. They are going through a war. And then we have what do we have? We have Congo, which is going through something very harsh, something very crazy. A war that has been going on forever. Those are refugees. Those are people that, you know, it's okay for South Africa to really open the gates for them to come here. You know what I'm saying? So who else? I would say Zimbabwe, definitely. Zimbabwe has been going through crazy sanctions, very crazy sanctions that have we know we've seen it, the complete destruction of the economy. And of course we've allowed Zimbabweans to be here, and they've been flooding in, they're still flooding in illegally and all that. Although now we want them to go back to their country. It's been more than 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? They need to go back and fix their country, and the professionals, the skilled ones, they have to go set up mines, set up this and that, and put their skills in their country rather than putting their skills in Europe and all those other countries, you know, those other continents and whatever. Because Africans are everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And to us, we may feel like we're benefiting, but we're not benefiting. How is Mama Africa benefiting when its children are not there? Do you understand? Who's going to develop Mama Africa? Who's going to make Mama Africa a proper continent when its children are not there? Do you understand? So basically you are leaving your country to be mined and exploited, when you, the person who should have been controlling the whole thing, are not there, and you are busy beating your chest to say that yeah, we are CEOs, yeah, we are doing well in the world, hey, in America we are the top earning what. Yeah, you're top earning, but then you're paying taxes that side, you're doing all these type of things that side, you are helping that country, you're buying property from that country, you're paying rates and taxes in that country, you're paying for water, you're paying for all these things, you're buying from their companies that side. You think it's a benefit? It's not a benefit. You staying in a mansion is fine, but you're paying all these type of things that side. Do you understand? But when you go home to where you come from, do you understand? You know, look at white people. White people, they come from Europe. Where they come from is proper. Where they're staying is proper, but they know that back home, if they have German roots, they know Germany is fine. If they have Ireland roots, they know Ireland is fine. If they have British roots, they know British is fine. Britain is fine. I'm telling you, let's even go to a newly established city like a place like Israel. The Israelites, they go to America. Yes, they came there with nothing. They built themselves up. But Israel is fine. It's fine economically, everything. Do you understand? So they make sure that where they come from, the roots, where they come from is proper. They make sure that where they are staying is also proper. Do you understand? So they don't just sit around but when you look at Africans, even Asians, Africans like to compare themselves with Asians. Asians leave their place, but their place is fine. Their place is developed. Then they go elsewhere, they go and set up shop, wherever. They set up shop, but where they come from is also proper. If everything falls down there in America or wherever, they can always go back to China and still be good. You know, they're just spreading their wings and traveling and seeing other things. But it's not like they don't have a home. They have a home. a proper home. Do you understand? So that's what Africa is missing. Africans need to stop beating their chest. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Africa needs these people, and when it comes to Africa, only a few countries really need South Africa to open its gates for them, and those are the countries that I mentioned. If a country is not at war, that country has no business in South Africa. They should be at home establishing political parties to dethrone the current political parties. That's how you fight. You fight through organization. You create an organization and then you fight. You know, you can't fight without an organization. You need to create an ANC. You need to create a Mkhonto weSizwe. You need to create the PAC. You need to create all these different type of organizations. Just like here in South Africa, our old people, our forefathers, they created those organizations. So when the ANC was fighting against black people, they were not fighting against Mandela alone. They were not fighting against O.R. Tambo alone. They were not fighting against Sisulu alone. They were fighting against the whole ANC organization. They were fighting against the PAC organization. They were fighting against Mkhonto weSizwe, a branch of the ANC. They were fighting against. These are establishments of black people. Some white people as well, like Colney House, Joe Slovo. Do you understand? Yeah, it's an organization. Colored people. Do you understand? Even in today's world, here's what we South Africans do. You know, we create organization. Look at Operation Dudula. It's a collective. Do you understand? That you cannot, you have to take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's a real organization. So, where is that in Africa? I don't see it. All I see is people that are in Europe, busy acting like everything is fine. But on TikTok, we hear them. They're always on TikTok. They don't sleep. They're Africans. They don't sleep. They're always on TikTok. Hey, we need to make Africa great. Whatever. It's their conscience that's beating them up. It's their conscience that's beating them up. Their conscience is destroying them. Now they come on TikTok and they go on live and then they just circle and circle around. They can't sleep. It's during the night at that time. They can't sleep. They're just on TikTok, listening to us South Africans fight for our country. They can't put themselves in our business. Why? Because they're envious. Like these people, they're standing up for their country. These people are standing up for their country. They can't. That's why they're always watching our things. Because there in Europe, it's just they go to work, they come back and sleep. Go to work, come back and sleep, make money, pay for their children's school fees. That's it. And one thing you should know about that type of lifestyle, it's not life, that thing, man. Yeah, go to work, get a job, whatever. That shit is not. It's not the way to live. There's better ways to live. You need to be expressing yourself. You need to be expressing your love for music, your love for art, your love for. And these guys, they take these things so small. Do you understand? The Bible also says, "Thou shalt not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the Lord." So you need to be in ministry. You need to be feeding your soul with the word and putting out your word. And the way you put out the word, you need to speak. You need to create content. You need to be lively. You need to be youthful. You need to be, don't just be going to work, because now you're serving the master. You're serving the white person. Do you understand? And then you want to come and beat your chest. You can't beat your chest. So when it comes to South Africa, definitely, it's not all African countries that need our help. No, it's not. It is a few. Those who are in war. All the other ones, do you understand? All the other ones, no, you have no excuse to be in South Africa. Do you understand? We understand some of the early comers, Ghanaians, they were here early on. We understand, it's fine. You come legally, definitely. You found an opportunity here in South Africa and you are working and you've been working, that's fine. There's no problem with that. You work. You are just a person who just found an opportunity and you are here and you're working. But those ones who come illegally and come and set up a braai stand and fry chips, am I even saying it right? Yeah, set up a chips shop and fry chips and give people chips. And no, that's the type of things you should be doing at home. You should be coming here to be a doctor. You should be coming here to be a chartered accountant. You should be coming here to be this different type of things. Scarce skill. You know what I'm saying? So that's what should be happening. And you can't just run from your country and come here and make a few cents and then you build at home. Okay, it's cool, but it needs to come to an end. You can't be here forever. Because even people who went to America, you look at them, they never fit in that side. They never, even if they say they want to transform and turn themselves to black Americans, maybe it doesn't work out. You know, your root is your root, and those people, just like us in South Africa, they know their own. The moment you look a certain way, they know, this one is African, this one is Nigerian. They can even tell which part of Africa you're from. You know, and they want to tell you about your business, like what are you doing in America? You know what I'm saying? That's why you find Africans now, they group together. You know, they don't mess with black Americans that much. You know what I'm saying? But can you blame the black Americans? No, the black Americans are speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? They can't just be going, you know, to America and, you know, and being weird and being all these type of things. You need to be going to America for a real reason, there needs to be a real reason why you're going to America. You know, there needs to be a real reason. You can't run, man. You can't run from your problems, you know. You can't run from your problems. You need to be straight up doing your thing. So, bringing me back to this whole Ukraine thing, as I said, war is the main thing. So, you know, so as much as we don't support, I'm 50-50 when it comes to this thing, this Ukraine thing. I'm not mad at a country that's experiencing war. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe we should be mad at that. But I do believe that in South Africa, how many other countries are giving visa-free to Ukraine? You know? Why do we have to jump? Why do we have to be the first to jump to say Ukraine, come to South Africa? Why do we have to be the first to jump? Do we have the right resources? Do we have the right everything to welcome Ukrainians? You know, which to me, I don't think so. You know, it's almost like someone who's got something small, a packet of chips, and is just giving half to the other one, knowing that he needed the whole packet to be full, but he's not full. It's just, you know, I feel like our cup is not full, you know. But I do understand, you know, because you may find that some other countries, I haven't done too much research on this, but you may find that some other countries are being weird or being whatever. But yeah, I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. Actually, I'm 60-40. 60% I'm saying that we don't have enough resources. We don't have enough, because if we had enough, you'd be providing for the current, the original South Africans, you know, the South African blacks, jobs, you know, be having jobs, and the economy would be functioning, the unemployment rate would be down, you know. We fix that first. Why are we fixing something when we have our own issues as well? Why are we welcoming people when we don't have, we're having issues ourselves? Do you understand? It's almost like you're bypassing the people of South Africa. So then my 40% says, okay, it's okay. The country is experiencing war. Let's see what we can do. You know, we help where we can. Excuse me. We help where we can. Not completely, no, where we can. If you can take in some couple, I believe that's what he's trying to do. Take 20,000, I believe, or 20, whatever. I'm not sure. I don't think they mentioned the number. But for me, it would be just a good number. That's it. That's it. And then we do our part as world leaders, as a country like South Africa. We do what we can. But not completely now. We find us doing more than European countries. Because European countries are supposed to do a lot. America is supposed to do a lot because America already is helping Ukraine with weapons and all that. They should be doing something. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stand. 60% I'm saying we got issues. What's so difficult about employing South Africans? What's so, you guys don't have money? No, you guys have money, but you still don't want to employ South Africans. You still don't want to create. What is this? What's the purpose of this thing? I want to find out. I wish I can just do a research about this thing, man. It's like I can go back to school and just do the research about this thing. Like, what's happening? Why companies have to exploit people? Why does there have to be so much exploitation? Why can't we empower the rest of the people of South Africa? Why don't we empower? What's wrong with people getting jobs? What's wrong with people providing for their families? Why is it that poverty, you need people to be in poverty for you to survive? Why does that have to be? Why do people need to be in poverty? Why is like you're pushing for poverty of the people? It's really, really bad. So anyways, we need to really, really deal with this issue, because now we're at the government of national unity. No matter what's going on in the world, the biggest thing that's happening is the unemployment of South African blacks. That is the biggest issue that's happening. That is the biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? And now you see the fall of Drip. It's crazy, when you see a company like Drip fall and no one come to the rescue. No one help that brewer out, that guy out. It's very bad. Why is this? It's almost like the government is crushing black South Africans. Even the ones who have tried something, owned a company like Drip. Why? It's horrible. Something that we must look at, something that we must deal with, so that we can, because this thing is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this thing, I'm 60-40, as I said. We'll hear the developments as it goes. I just thought I should do a video today. It's been a while since I shot, so instead of waiting for tomorrow, I just thought I should do a video. If it's dope, it's dope, but I just need to release this video and let people watch, and then you guys can talk. We can share in the comments, and then we can see what's the way forward. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing is crazy. It's crazy what's happening. When it comes to GNU, the guys have differing views, differing opinions. The DA is the DA. They're pushing their whatever, federal whatever, and we have the ANC. As black people, let's not demonize the ANC too much. Yes, let's talk about them. Yes, they flop, but let's not demonize them too much, because we are giving the enemy power. The ANC, this is our ANC, it's ours. Do you understand? Let's not allow it to be infiltrated, because right now the ANC is infiltrated. It's no longer the ANC of ours. The ANC of ours is MK now. That's where they moved to. Do you understand? The people who are holding the real ANC, it's MK. Right now, the people who are running the ANC are infiltrators. They infiltrated the ANC, the Cyril Ramaphosa and his group. Do you understand? Some are sellouts, some are this. They are pushing a certain agenda, which is not the ANC. So we need not to throw away the ANC. We need to support the ANC, whether the ANC is in the form of MK, whether the ANC is in the form of EFF. Because those two are ANC. Do you understand? So we don't need to completely demonize our people. We just need to teach them a lesson, as we did right now. People voted MK. Very good. I'd like to clap hands for those people who voted MK. Like, yo, you guys were so ahead. Like, you saw through the bullshit. You saw through the bullshit. I won't lie, I didn't see through it like that. I was still hypnotized by, hey, Zuma this, Zuma that, Zuma, the propaganda that has been spread about Jacob Zuma. That's where I've been. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've woken up. I've seen Cyril Ramaphosa signing the Bella Bill and all those things. I woke up. I saw that. Oh, damn. This guy's selling out the country. This guy is not with us. And that's why I F with the MK party and what they're doing right now. They're building a huge party. They're building a huge organization. But who else than Msholozi? A king of MK, even the old MK, a guy who understands the structure and building a political structure, you know what I'm saying, that is fighting towards something. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. I know I'm there and there and there and there, but this topic definitely needed me to just speak, you know what I'm saying, and then collect my thoughts. I'll be following up this topic. Anyways, your boy, just King Sere, signing out.